While in Croatia, we had an opportunity to pet sit 2 cats in Zagreb for a week so their parents could go on vacation.
Peanut Butter and Jerry were fun cats that loved to cuddle with us in bed. Or maybe they loved the bed and were just willing to share.
Here are some great cat clips we compiled for you to enjoy. This pet sit gave us a week of downtime to relax and slowly tour the capital city of Croatia. When researching things to see in Zagreb, we came across an article about street art. This sounded like an adventure, so we began our search.
We did end up in a few odd places throughout the city while searching for them, such as the back lot of a school campus, but that added fun to the experience. Several of the murals had begun to degrade a little, but they were in fairly good condition considering the exposure to the elements.
We have put the link to the article in the description in case you would like to reference it. There is a map included that gives you an approximate location of the murals, so be sure to pack your good walking shoes for the search. Happy Halloween! My favorite was a scuba diver. Notice how the artist used the exterior ducting as part of the mural.
We also came across this great advertisement for a barber.
And these random drawings.
We ended up in a small park with street art decorating the adjacent buildings and walls.
It was even on the entrance to the Grič Tunnel.
Grič Tunnel was built in 1943 during World War II and connected to other Zagreb tunnels. Its primary purpose was to shelter civilians from frequent bombings during both World War II as well as the Croatian War of Independence.
It was also the location of Zagreb's undercity rave party. Today, it is used for a quick shortcut to the city center. It takes about 5 minutes to walk from one end to the other.
During Advent, the tunnels are strung with garland and other Christmas decorations. The city takes a slower pace during this time for the population to prepare for the Christmas season.
The city center was by far the busiest of any city we had experienced in Croatia. There are almost 800,000 residents in Zagreb.
Zagreb was originally 2 cities separated by a river. The eastern city was inhabited by clergy and the cathedral, while the larger western side housed the craftsmen and merchants.
Over time, the two towns grew and eventually combined to the current city we see today.
This fountain is called Virgin Mary with Angels. Mary is prominently displayed at the top of the column, while the four angels surround her at the bottom, representing faith, hope, innocence, and humility.
The Zagreb Cathedral is the tallest building in Croatia. In March 2020, a large earthquake hit Zagreb, which caused significant damage to the cathedral and required it to shut down. Before its closure, the cathedral was full of activity. 6 masses on Sunday and 4 masses all other days of the week.
You can see the right side of the cathedral is surrounded by shielding to protect the public from falling debris that continues to erode from the quake-damaged cathedral walls.
As we walked along the side yard of the cathedral, we saw carefully recreated stone materials staged for reconstruction, as well as some of the old pieces that had already been removed.
Unfortunately, we were unable to tour the inside, but just experiencing the exterior architecture was worth the visit.
This is the largest farmers market in Zagreb, located right in the city center. Many vendors travel over an hour just to sell their goods here. We decided to purchase 2 tangerines just to see how the negotiating works. Not sure what happened here, but we walked away with 20 tangerines in hand and only paid 75 cents. I think this great deal was more about how cheap the market was than my superior negotiating skills.
Everything is available in the market, not just food, housewares, plants, flowers, you name it.
As we toured Zagreb, we noticed several monuments throughout the city had pieces of red fabric around the necks in commemoration of an annual European Cravat Day. The day harkens back to the 17th century, when a unit of Croatian soldiers joined the French army and became known for wearing pieces of cloth around their necks, tied in a knot.
In the 18th century, a fire ripped through the city and consumed this stone gate, but the painting of the Virgin Mary housed within was untouched by fire. People come to this site to light a candle and pray. These commemorative plaques are from those who received the help or healing requested.
Zagreb is one of only 3 European cities with functioning gas street lamps. At dusk every day, 2 people light over 200 lamps throughout the city center.
St. Mark's Church is one of the most iconic structures of Zagreb, easily recognizable due to the roof tiles that are laid so they represent the coat of arms of Zagreb, white castle on red background, and triune kingdom of Croatia, Slavonia, and Dalmatia.
Next to the church is the Croatian Parliament building. Due to an attack on the Prime Minister a few days before recording, we were unable to tour this building or St. Mark's Church.
At noon every day, the Grič cannon is fired from the top floor of this building. They are not shooting a cannonball, but confetti showers the sidewalks below.
This cable car is the oldest and first means of public transportation in Zagreb, dating back to the 1890s. Being only 66 meters long, it earns the title as the shortest funicular in the world.
Love locks have been a trend among lovers for years now. Students from the nearby high school started proclaiming their love here.
Here's our tour guide, Snowy. She has a special message for any of our male viewers of this channel.
Hi, I'm Snowy, tourist guide from Zagreb in English and German, and I'm looking for a nice guy from USA to travel around.